What's up, YouTube? I'm Cool40 here with my boy.
Simo!
God, I always love your introduction.
Thank you.
Me and Simo have been very, very, very membery lately.
Member?
I remember. This might be a little bit more of a different video topic than you guys are used to us, because we're just going to sit here for 30 to 40 minutes rambling about memberries, because that is what we do.
Absolutely. And because you guys love us doing these discussions so much, we've actually updated what we look like now to make it much more professional looking. So if you like the new look, be sure to give that video a thumbs up before we get into this nostalgia trip.
Do it, guys, please, because I'm going to be on one hell of a member rush. All right. So, Simo, tell the viewers here, where was your beginning point in this game?
Yeah, so we were kind of discussing this a little bit before we started. So I've played since this game came out, which I know you have as well. I was telling you, which my first member moment was my first locals, my first opponent Yada locked me. And yeah, I mean, that was very demoralizing to start off, is, just getting poked with Yatagarasu and you can't do anything. So like fun and interactive game we play.
I mean, let's go back one step further here. Do you remember opening up your first booster pack?
So I don't think, because I remember the Yugi and the Kaiba starter decks, and I don't know if I remember my very first pack specifically, but I actually have a very fond memory of my dad bought me 4 packs of Pharaoh's Servant. And I pulled 3 Ultras out of 4 packs, and one of them was Call of the Haunted. I remember that, which, yeah, back then, the ratios, I'm like, did my dad weigh these, in retrospect? Because, it was, Ceasefire, Call of the Haunted, and I can't remember what the third Ultra was, but there was 3 Ultras, because I remember freaking the fuck out that there was 3 Ultras in those packs. No Jinzo, unfortunately, but still, 3 out of 4 back then is pretty damn good.
That's pretty fucking impressive.
Yeah.
I remember my first booster packs I remember opening up Trial of Hell and just being like, the fuck? This card says hell, this is cool. I also pulled that Reaper of the, it's not Reaper of the Cards, I think it was.
Reaper of the Cards, yeah.
Thing. Yeah.
The 1380 attack, 1930 defense.
I'm more impressed that you fucking remember this stat.
I remember because it was so weird. Because that was when Yu-Gi-Oh was still thinking about, modifying the tens place of the cards. Because that was when the anime, remember the anime, the field power bonus upped the monster's attack by, 30 to 40%. And, as you're a little kid, you don't even understand that that's what it's doing. You're just like, oh, the points are going up. This is so cool.
Well, fucking Barox was the last guy that we had come out, right? That had odd-ass attack points.
I think it was Barox and, wait, when did he come out?
Barox was in the Astro Pack, and then there's the 2510 Utopia.
Oh, the 2510 Utopia, yeah, but that's, a very, specific reason that that's 2510, though. I mean, it's still...
It has odd attack points.
Yeah, it's true. It's still weird, but... Yeah, I think King of Yamimikai has, those weird stats. Everything that, Panic played from the anime has those weird value attack points.
Oddly enough, King Yamakai has even attack points. He just has 1530 defense.
Oh, 1530 defense. I knew he had something odd, but I didn't remember which part of it. Because he has 2k attack, right?
Yeah, it's interesting that he has the even stats.
Yeah. I don't, what were they drinking when they decided let's fuck with the tens place?
You know another interesting fact in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh, right? Life points, if you go into decimals, you round up. So if you have your life points at 25, you go down to 12.5, you round up to 13.
13, yeah, because that happened with Solemn Judgment.
Yep.
That's how you had to calculate it.
I remember a regional, I was sitting at 8 life points against a guy, and I won. Never again will I be that fucking lucky to experience that thrill. No, because, I remember achieving, 25 life points. I have 3 Solemns face down. I'm like,
yeah.
Buckle up, buckaroo. You're not getting through.
I'm surprised, it was kind of ruled that way, because, I always thought how it should work, even though I know this game, you always think things work one way, but they don't. If you have an odd life point value, so if you go to, 25 or 75 as, the tens place, you shouldn't be able to use Judgment, because you technically can't cut your life points in half. It's the whole remember the whole bullshit in the anime where because Yugi couldn't send half of his deck to the graveyard for the cost of that card, it was destroyed.
Yeah,
For the
you're
Golden
right.
Castle, yeah. So like that would be like my logic. Like, okay, you can't use Solemn Judgment then if you can't pay half your life points, and if you have an odd number, you shouldn't be able to. But
It's just one of those things, and like obviously they remove Solemn from the equation so that that doesn't happen anymore.
yeah,
But like,
and then they gave us 3 strikes and a warning.
I mean, but at least you know how much you're paying. It
That's
doesn't
true.
want you to pay half.
And it's a
And
fix, and you actually there's a point where you can't pay it or you kill yourself.
but I can divide 1 by half and go back up to 1.
So technically, infinite Solemn Judgments.
Yeah, under that ruling, you could do that.
Yeah,
You know,
technically.
speaking of some other memories, remember when Green Baboon was a broken fucking
Yeah.
card?
Oh my god, like way back, that was insane when people figured out how to break that card.
It was what, Light and Darkness Dragon and Baboon?
Yeah.
Fucking Green Rida, I think the deck was called.
Yeah, because it was around Perfect Circle time, wasn't it? Because it was when Lad came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Remember when Lad was like the best card in the game?
So I can tell you single-handedly that playing against Lad with gadgets made me want to like stab myself in the eyes because obviously the way you beat Light and Darkness Dragon is by summoning a gadget, proccing it, and going Chain Link 2 to do something about
Yeah.
it. However, that thing's a fucking fatty. Dude, no, like the worst thing
2800.
2800 and you kill it, a fucking Disc Commander comes out and that's the guy who
And that
like fucking ain't no one got no time for that shit.
Yeah. So for people who don't know, because like we're talking about some old ass cards here. So Light and Darkness Dragon's a 2800 attack monster, and its effect is basically mandatory. If a card is activated, it has to be negated, and then Vlad loses 500 attack. So it was
And he could only be directly chained onto the effect, and he couldn't multi-chain if I recall.
I don't remember if he could multi-chain or not. If he could multi-chain, that would just be ridiculous.
I don't think he could. Light and Darkness Dragon.
Man, so yeah, while you're looking that up, I remember, we were talking about this before we started too. Invasion of Chaos did a lot for this game.
Okay, so you mentioned IOC, and I'm like, man, IOC, I remember like I was at the school lunch table trading for a Chaos Ember Dragon in like 6th fucking grade or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And then I remember AST came out, and I'm like, wow, this is a fucking disappointment.
Ancient Sanctuary. Although Ancient Sanctuary was the inception of Monarch, so I got to give it that. But
I mean, yes, it was, and Enemy Controller was in there, but that was
Enemy
the only
Control-
real thing that AST gave us besides what, Shine Ball?
Shine Ball, yeah, there was Shine Ball in there. Sanctuary in the Sky, technically, because like Counter Fairy, I don't fucking know. But
I guess.
I
But
guess,
going
yeah.
back to
But going back to IOC, yeah, like I remember, so BLS, like his BLS was so expensive because it was so good. And I was still a little kid at this point, so like, you know, trying to get a BLS like at that age was like so hard. And so my friend actually, he had 2 and he gave me 1 because it was kind of damaged. It wasn't very, I don't actually even want to say it was damaged. It had a very like big crease going across it. But for me at the time, like I gave no fucks because I'm like, holy shit, I own a BLS now.
I'm good at this game.
Right?
Dude, like, that's like I said, like, I remember, like, playing... Did you ever play Yu-Gi-Oh! At school?
Yeah, of course.
Of course. Fucking
Playground
lunchtime
rules.
was lit as fuck.
No sleeves. Let's go.
Oh, no, dude. I remember, like, we had a very competitive lunch table at
Did you?
High school. Oh, yeah, dude. Fucking in middle school, I remember, like, we would sit there and play at lunch. I remember every time I would lose, I'd be that guy that would set the fiber jar.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
Oh
"Damn,
my
it's
god.
it's a shame that lunch is about to end. Let me just reset this game right quick so I don't lose."
Fucking Fiber Jar, dude. That card, the fact that that card was created for 1, and 2, that it was legal at one point.
It was still... see, I have a love and hate with that card because it doesn't reset life.
Yeah.
It only just initially resets the quote-unquote field.
The field in
Which-
hand.
Yeah, which isn't necessarily an incredibly terrible thing, and it's also a flip effect monster, so Nobleman
It's slow.
I thought was a very real threat
Yep.
to it. Man, that's a card I haven't heard in forever.
Nobleman. Remember Nobleman of Crossout? Oh man, he might knock my DD Assailant or my DD Warrior Lady or my Magician of Faith.
Alright, so...
Or my Gravekeeper Spy. That was the worst.
We're going to ignore all other video topics at this point, and we're going straight into GOAT format right now. Okay. GOAT format. I'm a very passionate advocator. I hate that fucking format. All right.
Why do you hate it though?
It was a point in my immaturity that I didn't necessarily like myself as a person.
Okay.
I also didn't necessarily like the format. I get that a lot of people say that the format teaches you the advantages of one for one. I get that, and I can respect that. However, for 2 straight weekends in a row, you're aware of what... okay, so let's look at last format, for example, here. So you know CRV is coming.
Yeah.
You know what to expect, and you're looking forward to, like, Zoo coming out from the previous format because you want that change, and you're so thirsty for it.
Yeah.
And knowing what was happening at that time in the game, we were ready for change. We were sick of the slowness that had been presented to us. You know, everyone was so pissed at the equivalent to GOAT Control, which was Metalfoes at the time.
Yeah.
And we wanted that change. So knowing that feeling that we literally just came out of in the previous format, that's one of the reasons why I didn't like that format so much. Was GOAT Control was very slow. It was very draining. The games were very intense.
Yeah.
And Amazon's Chainmaster could take Blast.
Oh my god, Chainmaster. God, that card was good.
There was, what, a 3-week span that it was legal for that format?
Yep.
Because it came out as a Shonen Jump card. I don't even think
it was the
GOAT supports it, do they?
Do you remember when the promos for sneak peeks were like ungodly good? Like Grandmaster of the Six Samurai and Chainmaster being the promos. Like, they gave us some disgustingly good promos. Because I remember at the sneak peek when Grandmaster, I believe, which set was it? I can't remember the name.
Strike of the Neos?
Strike Neos, yeah, because it was when Six Sams came out. Literally, Grandmaster promos were going for over the price of paying for a sneak peek. So you could literally just spend all your money and sell the Grandmasters and profit.
Yeah, those were... See, like, when Cyberdark Impact came out, isn't that when they transitioned out of that, though? Fuck. Yeah,
there was
Cyberdark Impact had a very bad, like, sales ratio. It was one of the worst sets ever.
Well,
and I think Cyberdark was the turning point in sneak peek cards where they went from the good ones to the not so good ones.
I don't even remember what the sneak peek card was for that, but Cyberdark Impact was just bad for a lot of reasons. I mean, you weren't even guaranteed a rare in every pack. Like, it was so shit.
Cyberdark Impact was one of the worst. Actually, it was the worst selling set, if I recall, in terms of things. And now look at it. Fucking cards in that set are going up in value. I mean, to be fair, Cyberdark did give us Vanity's Fiend, Vanity's Ruler, and Instant Fusion. Like,
yeah.
It wasn't a terrible set.
Yeah, it gave us some really powerful cards, but I mean, it just left a sour taste, I think, in everyone's mouth. Just like for all the things, like with the sneak peek and like the way it was printed and handled and the whole like switching zones thing that just failed miserably. And now we have Link summons, ho ho ho. But
get your positioning right now.
Right. It's funny you mentioned though Cybertech Revolution. I actually have my my shirt from that sneak peek that has the Cyber End Dragon on the back. Like, you know those rare shirts that they used to hand out at sneak peeks? Those were fucking legit.
I had 40 packs of Cyberdark Impact in my drawer that I bought at the Dollar Tree for $1 a piece.
Really?
Yeah, dude. I mean, we're set.
Did you pull anything good?
I don't fucking remember. We opened them up like a year or two ago.
I remember when you were doing the Ultimate Rare Black Horn of Heaven challenge.
Oh my god. So...
Because that was during hat format.
I was going to continue to fucking do those fucking challenges, but my motherfucking friend went to the place and said, give me all your Cyberdark Impacts, and fucking spent like $1,000 and cleaned them the fuck out.
Are you kidding me? Oh my god. How many did he pull?
Oh, dude, like, he didn't even care. He was just in it for the instant fusions.
Oh, yeah, the instant fusions too, yeah.
And, I mean, if you're pulling Ultimate Rare Vanities Fiends, the fuck do you care?
Yeah, because during, like, Monarch format, those were going for, like, 50s and stuff, if not more.
Dude, do you remember when pack openings were, like, when you could open a pack in, you know, what was it? Phantom Darkness, Judgment of the Light. You know, if you pulled the hot card. Oh my god. Gladiator's Assault. Do you remember?
Oh my god, Herlakinos.
Oh no, dude. There were what, the 4 secrets that weren't really
Formula, Magic Formula. Like those
Soultaker?
Yeah, Soultaker, and Soultaker was a good card back then too. That's what was scary about it.
Well, because fucking Smashing Ground and Fissure were limited.
Exactly! So the fact that Smashing Ground's limited, Fissure's limited, there's no board wipes, and Soultaker's at 3 for the time, and it's a short printed secret rare.
It was like super fucking short print. I remember going to locals and seeing a guy with 2 Heraclinos in his binder, and he gave me the homie hookup at like $1.50 each.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But still though, like yeah, back then, like opening a pack and getting the money card, this isn't like money card like, oh, I pulled a Barrage at Sneak Peek and sold it for 50. This is, I pulled literally 350 in a pack of cards.
Oh my god. So that was around the time that I topped in Detroit. But before going into that, I topped a fucking regional with Necroface Teledad 1 week before fucking Thunder King Ryo came out.
Oh my god.
So you know how players have this ungodly thirst to look ahead.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here playing, wow, it's a damn shame. I could be playing gadgets right now with Thunder King, but right now, activate a lure, remove Necroface, banish 3 malicious from the top of your deck. Dude, there was some super fucking salty players at that regional. Like, I remember one allure removed 2 dads and 1 malicious, and he was like, "Are you fucking kidding me right now?" I'm like, Yugioh. Meanwhile, I'm removing 1 malicious. I'm like, I think mine was better.
Yeah.
Like, but those formats like that, they were good. That's not all, folks. Please subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Please check out my Cardfight Vanguard channel, VanCole40. You guys will get an insight on our playtesting sessions. And please check out the Zodiac Duelist TV Twitch stream. That way you guys can follow the House of Champions and MCole40 interactions. Please check out MCole Games for all of your guys' trading card game needs. And if you guys enjoyed this content, please check out my Patreon in the description. Every bit helps to the creation of these videos. One step at a time in improvement, and that's the goal of this channel. Alright guys, have a good time, and thanks for watching.